In this video, we're going to go through everything you need to know when it comes to the cost of living in Chandler, so stay tuned. What's up everybody, this is Greg Corbett with the AZ Lifestyle Group right here in Phoenix, Arizona. If this is your first time to this channel and you're looking to find out everything you need to know about what it's like living in and or moving to the Phoenix metro area, including the cost of living in Chandler, then make sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell so you can be notified whenever we post a new video. We are helping people from all over when it comes to finding the best places and neighborhoods to live here, and we absolutely love it. So if you're thinking about making a move or relocating and you need any assistance whatsoever, give us a call, send us a text, shoot us an email. However you want to get a hold of us, we got your back when it comes to moving to the Phoenix metro. Alright, so for those of you who are looking to move here to the Phoenix area, we're going to do our best to give you a cost analysis of each city so you can decide which one might be best for you. And today we're going to take a look at Chandler. Now, Chandler has definitely been a top destination for people looking to move here to Arizona for many years, and we don't expect that to change. But as more people continue to move here, obviously the cost of living continues to go up, and so we're going to try to guide you and prepare you on what to expect. So first off, let's take a look at some of the general numbers you might find when looking at details online. And if we bring up the cost of living index, which compares all cities versus the national average score of 100, you'll see that Chandler checks in a little bit higher with a score of 113. And then if we go down the list, you'll find that Chandler tends to be higher in two different categories: housing and transportation. And if you've checked out any of our other cost of living videos, you will find that to be a pretty common scenario when it comes to most cities here in the valley. Our transportation costs tend to be higher for a few reasons, but it's primarily due to higher insurance costs, higher registration fees, and very few options when it comes to public transportation. Now, we do have light rail established in certain locations, and it is slowly expanding into other areas, but as of now, it has generally not been embraced yet as an everyday option to help people commute or just get around on a regular basis. So then if we go back to the index and look at housing and median home costs, the index shows Chandler with a housing index of 138 and a median value of about 320. Now realistically, that is still probably on the lower end for a single family home in Chandler, and you're probably going to have a lot of competition in that price point based on current market conditions. So you may have some good home options in that price range, but you're probably going to have to prepare for competing home buyers as well. And then if you're looking for something on the newer construction side, especially anything single level, you may want to raise your price expectations even higher because inventory is limited and buyer demand continues to grow. And that is even with all the coronavirus issues that we're currently going through right now. So make sure to be prepared for that as best you can. On a side note, one of the biggest challenges we always see, especially if you're out of state and using Zillow to shop around for homes, is that a majority of the homes that show for sale are actually already under contract. And unfortunately, this gives buyers a false sense of hope and understanding about what is truly available. So before you jump on Zillow and start getting frustrated with the information you're seeing, allow us to help guide you through that so we can help set the right expectations for you. Now, on the rental side, if you're thinking about looking to rent before you make the decision to purchase, you probably want to prepare for a minimum of about $1,700 a month for a single family home. But on average, depending on a bunch of different factors, you could easily spend more than $2,000 a month on a long-term rental, and then you're probably going to be somewhere in the $2,500 to $3,500 a month range for a short-term rental. Alright, so let's go back to the cost of living index again and look at the other categories that you need to consider before moving here. So if we look at groceries, health, utilities, and miscellaneous costs, thankfully you'll see that Chandler ranks right at or even below when comparing to the national average. So for the most part, you probably won't see any big changes on those, and depending on where you're coming from, hopefully your cost might be a little lower. From our end, we haven't heard too many issues or complaints about those categories from people who are moving here, so at this point it's probably not something you need to worry about. But what are the costs that you do need to be prepared for? Well, if you're going to live in Chandler, or really any of the surrounding cities here in the valley, there are three potential costs that you're going to need to consider. And number one on the list are HOAs. So you will probably find the majority of neighborhoods in Chandler, especially the newer ones, will most likely have a homeowners association. And with an association comes HOA fees and dues. Now, there are definitely a few advantages to having a homeowners association, which we cover in our Chandler pros and cons videos, so make sure to check that out. But for the purposes of this video, we're just going to focus on the costs. So depending on how new the development is, what type of amenities you have access to, and a bunch of other different factors, you will see HOA fees range from around $40 a month on the lower end, all the way up to about $300 a month on the high end. So it's definitely a huge factor that you're going to want to consider before making any decisions. If you're looking to avoid HOAs, it is possible, but the homes available for sale tend to be pretty limited, so you just want to be prepared for that before you begin your search. All right, on to miscellaneous cost number 2, which are pools. So similar to HOAs, owning a pool is obviously very common here in Arizona, whether you purchase a home that has an existing pool or you look to build one for yourself. But if you haven't dealt with pools before, it's hard to know how much you should set aside for one. Not only if you're going to build, but also just to maintain. So here's my general rule if you're going to have one built. On the low end, it's probably going to cost you about $25,000 for your standard play pool, which will hopefully include all the basic necessities you need to get started. And then you can easily spend as much as you want going up from there. You will definitely see plenty of people here designing resort-style pools for their backyards. And then from a maintenance point of view, there are also a ton of factors to consider, including your electrical costs, chemical costs, equipment, servicing if you don't like to do it yourself. So all of those can definitely add up as well. Personally, I feel like having a pool, especially during our summers, is a huge benefit, but they are a lot of work and can be fairly expensive, so it's definitely not for everyone. So if it's something you're looking into, but you want to understand the true cost based on your specific needs, definitely reach out to us and we'll help guide you in the right direction. All right, so next up is miscellaneous cost number 3 that you want to consider, which are the summer electric bills. So as everyone already knows, it's going to be hot here during the summer and your AC is probably going to be running nonstop. But what does that really mean for you cost-wise? So again, there are a lot of factors to consider and everyone's situation is going to be a little bit different, but for the most part, your electric bill is going to be significantly higher during those summer months. It might be double what you typically pay, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little less, but it's definitely something that you want to prepare for. Now, since your winter bills will probably be very low, if you average everything out, I think you will find it very manageable. But no one likes surprises when it comes to things costing more money, so we like to prepare you as best we can. And if you are thinking about solar, there are definitely mixed reviews out there, so definitely be cautious before you jump into anything. It's just not always as cost-friendly as it might seem. Personally, I haven't found solar to be that advantageous here in Arizona for a few different reasons to recommend it, but if you're looking for specific guidance, we're here to help you. All right, so hopefully our cost of living breakdown for Chandler has been helpful for you. If you like Chandler but want to consider other parts of the valley as well, make sure to comment down below and let us know what areas you're interested in. We are doing a ton of videos to spotlight all the cities and neighborhoods around Metro Phoenix, so if you think these videos could be helpful for you or anyone you know who's looking to move here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell so you can be notified whenever we post a new video. And as always, we are helping people from all over when it comes to finding the best places to live here, and we absolutely love it. So if you're even thinking about making a move or relocating and you need any assistance whatsoever, give us a call, send us a text, shoot us an email. However you want to get a hold of us, we got your back when it comes to moving to the Phoenix Metro. Thanks so much for watching, and we will catch you on the next video.